So I gotta ask you, how awesome is it for somebody to write a flowing 2-page news release about an event and then not include the date of the event? That is so awesome. Yeah, yeah, I emailed her as soon as I got the news release. You know, I would have thought she would have just hit reply all and said the date was omitted in the news release, but she hasn't even done that yet. Yeah. She's okay. Sure. Okay. Whatever it takes. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's how that went. So anyway, I just thought you'd get a laugh out of that. So yeah, gotta have the date. Gotta have the date. So yeah. Oh really? Well, when I get my game done tonight, I got to go back to the station and do some stuff anyway. So I will jump into that Fourth of July log and just throw some voice tracks in it. Okay, and it'll be the very bare minimum, or not the fourth, the fifth, not the fourth, the fifth. The fourth should be set up like a Saturday already, but I'll set up the fifth as close to a Saturday as we can make it. Okay. Yep. 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 Okay. We should do the same thing, even if the log. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that, and I'll go ahead and take care of the beeper. And I'll just what I'm going to do is I'll go into that August to that July 5th log, and I'm going to pull a bunch of voice tracks and move some stuff around. If it's not sponsored, I'll go ahead and omit a bunch of voice tracks and get us down to like 4 or 5 an hour, just to kind of really chip away at it, so it's as close to a Saturday as possible. Okay? Yeah, tomorrow what we'll do is when we get done with the show tomorrow, I'll go ahead and give them a call and yeah, we can't repurpose. The reason why we can't repurpose is because they'll have pre Fourth of July. Yeah, so we'll have to come up with something for after. But I'll give them a call and record something and just throw it in the can, and then bring that into the log as a voice track, and we'll be okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good. No worries. We'll get after it. Nope, I'm here's the way we're gonna do it. Tomorrow I'm doing weather for the fourth, like it's a weekend day. Okay. And then on the fifth, Ricky's going to update the weathers during the day, and then I'll do weekend weathers. Okay. Okay. Yep. It'll work out. And it's gonna work out because here's the deal. Cassandra has to work on Friday, but it's a from home day for her. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to the lake on the fourth. We're gonna take the camper down there. On the fifth, she's going in. I'm gonna bring her into Valley City, and she's gonna do her work from the radio station. She's actually gonna, just work there, right? So, yep, absolutely. So she'll do her stuff there, and then if I've got any last minute things to do, I'll just do that too, and take the kids out for lunch, and maybe take them to the pool or whatever, and then we'll go home later on that evening. So whatever. Okay. Is it Friday or can you come on Saturday? Yeah, because that way Friday we'd come in and do fireworks, and on Saturday I'll grill you a steak. If Saturday works for you, if not, then let me know and we'll twist. But let me know if Saturday works. Okay, sounds good, man. All right, have a good one. See ya. Bye.
Okay. For those of you that are tuning in for the matchup, we're just waiting to get some things put together with our camera operator. He'll be here in just a little bit, and we'll get started probably around 4:40 this afternoon. So we got about 5-6 minutes before we get going with the actual broadcast, but you do have a live look at the field, so hopefully that's working out for you. And again, 5 or 6 minutes, we'll get going with our broadcast for Legion baseball between the Grand Forks Royals and the West Fargo Patriots. Stay with us.
Talk to you here in a second. I got Grand Forks. So.
All right. Well, anyway, for the viewers out there, before we get started today, just one really nice thing here is it doesn't look like there's any real threat of rain for us today. Isn't that just pleasant? I mean, that's just it doesn't get any better than that. We needed a day without rain. It's just gorgeous. Be right back with you.
Mr. Wolf, how are you? Like that. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah. So. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you today to Kraft Field in the Oxford Sports Complex here in Grand Forks for American Legion Baseball as we continue our coverage of the Royals here on KNOX Live Sports and on News Radio KNOX. Ryan Cunningham with you again today. Video coverage only for this matchup that will take us into the July 4th holiday break. Today, the Grand Forks Royals are at home to take on the West Fargo Patriots. West Fargo, one of the teams that has been a very, very good American Legion baseball team, very consistent for the past handful of years. They're going to take on a Grand Forks Royals team that's split. The last time we saw them winning the back half of a doubleheader against Jamestown after being beaten by a score of 1-0 in game number 1. We did see one thing that continues for the Grand Forks Royals that they continue to work on, and that is the offensive side of the baseball. They struggled to come up with anything offensively against their starting pitcher for Jamestown, Thomas Newman, back last Friday night. Gave up 5 hits, did Newman, but no runs at all. And Grand Forks was beaten by a 1-0 score, left the bases loaded in the top, or actually rather bottom of the first inning. And so they're looking to try to work on that offensive side of things, but they've been pitching the ball rather well this year. Tonight, they're going to take on a West Fargo team that finds themselves in the middle of the pack when it comes down to the statewide standings. And the only teams that have played since we were on Friday night was Grand Forks and Jamestown. No one else has played a game yet. And this is just about everything that's going to take us into the holiday break at this Double-A level of American Legion baseball. There is one set of games coming up tomorrow. That'll be in Jamestown between Williston and Jamestown, but there are 3 doubleheaders in the league tonight that will all be important. And for West Fargo, everything's important. They're looking to try to find a top 4 seed by the time the season is over. And so when you're chasing teams like Post 2, when you're chasing teams like the Bismarck Governors, every game that you go and play against somebody that you feel like you should be competitive against is going to be a must-win type of situation. And West Fargo is going to be in that for a pair coming up tonight here at the Oxford Sports Complex in Kraft Field. So it should be a good one tonight. The Royals are at home with great weather to play with tonight. Talking with Mark Variano, one of the assistants for this Grand Forks Royals American Legion baseball team, he mentioned it's probably the first time in like forever that we've had weather where we don't really see the big threat of rain, and it looks like we can actually play in a comfortable setting. But these are going to be very important games for both teams. Certainly for West Fargo tonight, Grand Forks trying to play their way out of a tie with Jamestown and move themselves up the ladder in the bottom half of that statewide league standing look. We're going to take a look at that look coming up in a couple of moments. Our pregame report today is presented by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter. You can find them at 2800 South Columbia Road in Grand Forks. And Irie Insurance, you're protected and appreciated. At Irie, bringing you our pregame report that we have for you today. Find an agent, IHRYINS. That's IRIEINS.com, and you'll be able to find out more about what they can offer you at Irie Insurance. Lots to do here in our pregame report. We're going to take a look at those statewide standings and get ready with our starting lineups as Grand Forks begins to finish up its warm-up look around the ring. And we'll get ready for game 1 of our doubleheader tonight here at Kraft Field between the West Fargo Patriots and the Grand Forks Royals Post 6 American Legion baseball team. So do stay with us, and we'll have more for you coming up in just a little bit. This is our coverage of American Legion baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. We're back with more in just a couple of moments. Don't go anywhere.
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports today here at Kraft Field in the Oxford Sports Complex in Grand Forks. Beautiful day for baseball. Can't say enough about that. Right now, those are wins in and of themselves after torrential rain, it seemed like, again. Over an inch in Grand Forks last night and maybe up to 3 inches in Kitson County, and they were getting hit again by more rain today. So it's nice that that rain is not befalling us here in Grand Forks. We get a couple of baseball games in today. Right now, West Fargo coming to town to take on the Grand Forks Royals, and we bring it to you courtesy of our premier sports partners today, Grand Trailer Sales. They're your home for all things trailer in East Grand Forks. You can find them on Highway 2 East in East Grand Forks when it's time to get a trailer repaired, refurbished, when it's time to find a new trailer for whatever use you may have, whether you're hauling for work or you're hauling for fun. You need Grand Trailer Sales. Stop and see them. Easy to find. Highway 2 East in East Grand Forks, and you're going to be able to find what you're looking for. And Rivards Turf and Forage, premium seed dealer in Grand Forks. If you have ever needed somebody that can change up their seed varieties to match the growing conditions, this is the year for that. Rivards Turf and Forage has you covered when it comes down to matching up those seed varieties to the ever-changing conditions. It's not like buying from a big box store. Instead, you're buying with some history and some science on your side in Grand Forks with the varieties that are mixed right here at their mixing plant. Rivards.com is how you can find out more. Go to Rivards.com and you can find out more of what they have to offer you. This is our pregame report, and it's brought to you today by Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie, an area community credit union where your memberships matter at 2800 South Washington in Grand Forks. Let's take a look at our drive for the title that we have for you coming into today, our statewide standings that we have, and there are only a couple of games that happened since the last time that we have drive for the title. They involve the Royals in Jamestown, who was here back on Friday night. That's really everything that we've had in the league. Otherwise, no one else has played since we had games back on Friday night. Our drive for the title brought to you by Toys for Trucks. They are your car, truck, and Jeep accessory supercenter in Grand Forks. It is the summer driving season. Take that summer ride of yours to the next level with Toys for Trucks. They've got a complete showroom that is filled with custom wheels and rims. They've got performance tires so it will look and feel the way it's supposed to. And when it's time to put it in automatic start, just in case you're thinking about, well, the other season that we have around here, they've got the top of the line models, and they'll make sure that everything that you have from Toys for Trucks is installed properly and working well. Toys for Trucks, 6105 Gateway Drive in Grand Forks. You'll find them on Highway 2 West in Grand Forks. As you can see on the bottom of the standings, we didn't decide anything last week when the Eagles took a 1-0 win over Grand Forks and the Royals took a 7-2 win over Jamestown. Both teams now 2-8. They entered the doubleheader at 1-7, and no one else has played as of yet. Williston's got a ton of games to play, sitting there at 0-2 in the statewide standings, and it hasn't been changed since the last time we checked with them, so we assume that's accurate. It's just very, very few. Everybody else has played 6, 8, 9 league games, 10 in some cases, and Williston's sitting there with only 2 league games played. Weather must not have been their friend so far. Fargo post 2, undefeated in the statewide standings and in first place right now with a record of 8-0. The Bismarck Governors are 6-3. Minot is currently 6-4, and these West Fargo Patriots are 4-2. So right now in a virtual tie with Minot for that number 3 spot. 2 wins back, 2 losses ahead, and they're up a game on on Fargo post 400, who's in the middle of the standings at 4-4, and Dickinson's right there at 3-3. And then you see Mandan at 4-5, Williston, Grand Forks, Jamestown rounding out the standings tonight. There are 3 big doubleheaders, including a doubleheader for first place tonight going on out in the capital city. Post 2 is over at Bismarck tonight. Williston will start playing some of those league games when they go down the highway to take on Mandan. And, of course, tonight, here you see West Fargo and Grand Forks. What's next for both of these teams? Well, after the 4th of July break, West Fargo will see Jamestown. That'll be on the road at Jack Brown Stadium. That will be on July 9th. And Grand Forks will go all the way out to Dickinson for a Thursday afternoon game. I noticed that game is going to start earlier in the afternoon. That may be because the Badlands Big Sticks, their summer collegiate baseball team, may have something going on at their ballpark out in Dickinson. So that'll be next up for Grand Forks after today. Pretty long 4th of July break that they'll be on. West Fargo will play again a week from today, but both teams will be breaking for the 4th of July holiday when this one comes to an end. And that is Drive for the Title, presented by Toys for Trucks. As we continue with our pregame report this afternoon from Kraft Field in Oxford Sports Complex here in Grand Forks, it is the Grand Forks Royals hosting the West Fargo Patriots. We'll be back with more in just a couple of moments, so we invite you to stay with us as we continue with our pregame report next. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
If you haven't had good pizza, I mean really good pizza from Pizza, you should. Pete's Menu offers personal, family, or specialty for free delivery or pickup Tuesday through Saturday, along with daily specials, all at delicious prices. If you haven't been to pizzamenu.com, you should.
The Golf Center is your go-to place for the latest. From PXG, Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist, Ping, Srixon, Mizuno, plus everything else at the Golf Center.
Have you done your maintenance? You should. Call Thermal Air and let us check your furnace or your boiler for professional evaluation of your equipment's performance without high-pressure tactics. Call Thermal Air at 701-740-8161.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Phil Thompson and Associates are on the job providing crop insurance, tax, and related service for farmers, businesses, individuals, and families since 1989. Phil Thompson and Associates, Warren and East Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Man, you can hear that wind really jarring around out there right now. It did pick up as the day moved on. It wasn't something we were looking forward to, but we've got a pretty stiff southwest breeze right now that's coming in, and that's coming right through our window here today. So you can hear some of that in the background. It'll be a ball that gets knocked down if it heads out to the outfield today. Today, we've got the Grand Forks Royals at home to take on the West Fargo Patriots as our pregame report continues. Pregame show brought to you by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter, and Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie. A quick look at some news and notes here for the Grand Forks Royals, and one thing that jumps off the page is that their league season is going to come to a conclusion rather quickly after the 4th of July break. When you consider that you've got 18 league games to play and the Royals will have 12 in after tonight, they've only got 3 doubleheaders left, and 2 of those are going to happen in back-to-back days coming up next week. Now, we did miss one date that's on the Grand Forks schedule that was not on the statewide schedule, but next week, Wednesday, Thursday, it's a road trip for the Grand Forks Royals that involves an overnighter. They're going to go to Williston on Wednesday the 10th and take on the Keybirds. Those games will take place in Williston at Afelt Stadium on Wednesday at 5 and 7, and then on Thursday at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., they'll play Dickinson down in Dickinson, and again, that'll be at Astoria Field and likely at a place where they're going to have the Badlands Big Sticks in town. So there's games 14 and 16. They've only got one doubleheader left, and that will be on Tuesday the 16th back here when they play Fargo Post 400 in a double dip. They're going to finish up the season with some non-conference baseball. They'll have Bemidji for a game on the 17th. They'll have Moorhead for a game on the 18th and Moorhead for a game again on the 22nd. And then they've got Post 400 for what would likely be a non-conference game on the 24th before it's time to head off to the state tournament. And everybody makes the state tournament at this level, but it's an extra long state tournament due to the fact that they've got the 10-team league. It's true double elimination for all 10 teams, so it tacks on an extra day to the state tournament. But, boy, after today, there's not a lot of league baseball left, and after next week, there's hardly any league baseball left at all for this Grand Forks Royals American Legion baseball team. So things wrap up rather quickly after we get back after the 4th of July break, and that tells you just how quickly an American Legion baseball season can run off into the sunset, I guess. It's going to be one of those things where we won't see a whole lot of them while they're on the road during that week of the West Coast road trip, if you will. So this is going to be a pretty quick turnaround to try to wrap up this American Legion baseball season. Those are some news and notes that we have for you here today as we take our way into this matchup here today. We've got the Royals and we've got West Fargo, and they're coming up next. We're going to come back after one final break with a look at our starting lineups and the first pitch for today's matchup as we get ready for the Royals and West Fargo. This is our coverage of American Legion baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Hello?
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
Not again.
Because it should be.
Keep your refrigerator and all your appliances running like new with the help of Bud and Ralph's Appliance Service. Bud and Ralph's has been making house calls in the greater Grand Forks area since 1986.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Live Sports today from sunny and sunshiny and warm Kraft Field. It is a nice day today. We finally found a nice day for baseball here in Grand Forks. I know it's difficult to believe that we could actually find one of those, but believe it or not, we did. We've got 76 degrees as we get started with this one today, as Caleb Deere comes to the plate for West Fargo to lead things off. And the opening pitch from Rylan Carinta is a strike on the outside corner. And the count will go to no balls and a strike. We are underway officially today at 4:59 with 76 degrees in Grand Forks. A lot of wind. Deere swings and lifts one high in the air to rather deep left field in the corner. This will be run down in the corner by left fielder Jacob Chine. And out number one recorded on a fly ball to left field from Caleb Deere. And there will be one out for the Patriots here in the top of the first inning. Take a look at our starting lineup for today. First of all, for West Fargo, starting lineup brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results, fransonbank.com. Caleb Deere at center field leads it off. Luke Finn comes to the plate. The designated hitter will take a strike. And the count is 0-1. Batting third is Brady Medina behind the plate. Caleb Anderson will bat cleanup in right field today. Jackson Glinke will bat fifth at first base. A swing and a ground ball foul from Glinke. And the count is 0-2. Seth Wiggstrand bats sixth at shortstop. Brody Medina will bat seventh at third. Trey Husar bats eighth in left field, and batting ninth is the second baseman Landon Troftgruben. That's the starting lineup today for West Fargo. The 0-2 pitch to Finn. Swing and a miss. The ball's dropped. It's picked up behind the plate by Gabe Tandy. His throw to first base will be in time. Rylan Carinta has his first strikeout today, and there are two away here in the top of the first inning. Defensively for the Royals, left to right in the outfield, Jacob Chine, Braden Breivik, and Keegan Hensrud. Third to first on the infield, Adrian Gonzalez, Matt Dosh, Chance Colgrove, and Xander Wayne. Gabe Tandy behind the plate, and Rylan Carinta is on the hill to get things started today, and we'll see Brady Medina come to the plate, and he will take one out of the zone for ball one. Ball and no strikes, and now Medina swings and grounds one to third. It's bobbled at third by Gonzalez, but he's got some time. His throw across the diamond will be in time, and Medina is out number 3 in a 5-3 putout, and an uneventful top of the first inning for the hurler for Grand Forks, Rylan Carinta, as Carinta will give up nothing across to West Fargo in the visitors' half of the first inning. After a half inning, your score is the Patriots nothing and the Royals coming to bat. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. Your score is the West Fargo Patriots nothing and the Grand Forks Royals coming to bat. Ben Klaus will get the start today for West Fargo. The starting lineup brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust for the Royals. Leading off is catcher Gabe Tandy. Batting second, Jacob Chine in left field. Batting third is the second baseman Chance Colgrove, and Matt Dosh will clean up at short. Batting fifth is Braden Breivik in center field. Xander Wayne will bat sixth at first base. Adrian Gonzalez will bat seventh at third base. Keegan Hensrud batting eighth in right field, and Max Grappenauer, the designated hitter, will bat ninth today. In American Legion Baseball, your designated hitter can hit only for the pitcher. That's at the AA level. It changed a little bit at the A and B levels. So Rylan Carinta being hit for today in the Grand Forks lineup by Max Grappenauer. And Ben Klaus for the West Fargo lineup will be hit for by Luke Finn this afternoon. Gabe Tandy gets ready to come to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning and face Ben Klaus, who will get his first pitch thrown to a Royals batter here this afternoon. Klaus takes a look in, out of the windup, delivers, and Tandy swings and hits one foul. And the count will go to no balls and a strike on Gabe Tandy. Saw a home run in the second game on Friday night from Braden Breivik to left field. Heck of a shot in that matchup for Breivik. The look in, the 0-1 pitch on the way to Klaus. That one a curveball that looked like it caught the outside corner, just missed is the call. And so the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Maybe a bit off the plate that time from Klaus. Klaus takes the look in for his sign. He's got it. 1-1 on the way to Tandy, low and away. And it's 2 balls and a strike on the Grand Forks Royals catcher, Gabe Tandy. Tandy stands in. A look in by Ben Klaus. The 2-1 pitch is thrown into the turf. And the count will go to 3 balls and a strike on Klaus. Or rather, I should say on Tandy, my apologies. Tandy will step out, work his way back in. A look in by Klaus. He's got what he wants. 3-1 pitch. Called to strike, belt high in the outside corner. That'll fill the count on Gabe Tandy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count on Tandy, who stands ready. Klaus stands ready as well. Payoff pitch on the way to Tandy, low and away for ball 4. And the Royals will have a base runner to get things started in the bottom of the first inning. First walk issued by Ben Klaus. Tandy works at full, draws the free pass. And Jacob Chine will turn things around and bat from the left-handed side of the plate for the Royals here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, 76 degrees at first pitch today, but a pretty stiff wind that's up as high as 20-25 miles per hour. A set by Klaus, and a bunt is shown, and bunted foul by Jacob Chine. Count will go to 0-1. Chine having to go down to get a low pitch, kind of brought the head of the bat down with him, popped that bunt in the air back behind the plate. And no balls and a strike to count on Jacob Chine. Tandy away from first, has some deceptive speed. But the Grand Forks Royals don't typically put a lot of runners in motion. Klaus sets at the chin. Another bunt is shown. This one bunted well at the third base line. He may beat this out, and he does, and the throw gets away. Beautifully backed up, however, on the play by first baseman Jackson Glinke. Actually, they're going to keep Glinke at the bag on that rotation play. That was Trofgruben that got over into foul territory and backed that up. Nice play. And that's going to be a base hit, I believe, for Jacob Chine. He was going to beat that out no matter what. Had the throw got away and additional runners advanced, there probably would have been an error in that situation. But at that point, runners on first and second, nobody out. That's a clean infield hit for Jacob Chine, bunting to get his way on base. And now we'll see Chance Colgrove, the second baseman, come to the plate. And Grand Forks setting the table here in the first inning. Colgrove swings and hits one foul back to the screen. No balls and a strike on Chance Colgrove. Royals with runners on at first and second here in the bottom of the first inning. Beautiful bunt by Jacob Chine to load, or I should say not load, but set the table here a little bit for a good part of the order coming up here for the Royals. The 0-1 on the way to Colgrove, a slow curveball that stays high. That'll keep the count at a ball and a strike. Matt Dosh and Braden Brevik behind Colgrove with some pretty good chances to produce here. Brevik had the big home run against Jamestown in the last matchup on Friday night that cleared the left field fence. A set by Klaus, a check of the runner at second. The 1-1 staying in there and taking it off the elbow is Colgrove. He'll go to first base. And the bases will all of a sudden be loaded with Royals as a walk and a hit batsman have put them on, along with an infield single on the bunt. And they're loaded for the Royals with nobody out. Big opportunity here now for Grand Forks. Matt Dosh will come to the plate with the bases loaded in the top of the first inning. Klaus steering in, looking for an opportunity to try to work himself out of this jam. Dosh at the plate, the pitch to him. Fastball for a strike right down the heart of the plate and at the knees. And it's no balls and a strike on Matt Dosh. Dosh will play at shortstop in this matchup. Usually plays in that position when he's not in a pitcher's role for the Royals. The 0-1 to Dosh, swing and a miss. Hefty fastball on the outside corner. Dosh, a good cut at it, couldn't catch up. No balls and 2 strikes on Dosh. Tandy away from third. Chine from second, and Colgrove away from first base. The corners are in, expecting small ball. Dosh takes one low for a ball. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Interesting defensive positioning here. Glinke, the first baseman for West Fargo, in on the green down at first base. Must be anticipating something. The 1-2 to Dosh, low and away. And it's 2-2. Middle infield playing even. Looks like they might try to twist one if they could, but their commitment from their distances would likely be to the plate here. 2-2 on the way to Dosh. Missed low and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Matt Dosh with the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Grand Forks trying to draw first blood on a Tuesday afternoon right before the holiday break. Klaus kicks and fires, swinging a blooper, right center field. Long run coming in for center fielder Caleb Deere. He's not going to get to it. It drops for a base hit. Coming home to score will be Matt Dosh. Correction will be Gabe Tandy, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Royals. Station to station as the bases remain loaded. Chine to third, Callgrove to second. RBI single for Matt Dosh, just placing one well in the right center field gap and no chance for Deere to run it down. And Braden Brevik to the plate with a 1-0 lead in favor of the Royals, and the stage still set with the bases loaded. Klaus will look in, the pitch on the way to Brevik. Curveball misses low. Good block behind the plate that time by Brady Medina, who gets the start for the Patriots this afternoon. A ball and no strikes to Brevik. Klaus looking in and will kick and fire the 1-0. Brevik takes that one low for a ball. And 2 balls, no strikes. Klaus has walked one, hit a batter, and given up a couple of base hits. 2-0 pitch to Brevik. Misses low again, ball 3. And a long way back here now for Klaus with the bases loaded. And that's going to bring the coaching staff of West Fargo out to the hill for a visit. A tough start today for Ben Klaus on the hill. You take a look at where these teams are with their stable of pitching, and you'd think that each team is probably going to a rather accomplished pitcher here. Not a lot going on over the holiday break. These are league games, obviously. Now, you've got 2 of them, so you've got to play another one coming up later on tonight as well. But it's all hands on deck as far as the pitching situation is concerned. Everybody available, as the Royals played on Friday night, so they're on 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday rest. And West Fargo has not played in a handful of days, and so they would have everybody ready to go. But not a good start for Ben Klaus, who's walked one, hit one, given up 2 hits, one a bunt single, one a bloop single, but it's enough to bring in a run, and he's behind Braden Brevik at 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 to Brevik called a strike on the outer half. 3 balls and a strike on Braden Brevik. Runners from every base, and the 3-1 pitch. That one just missed outside for ball 4. It was tight. Brevik waited. Jacob Chine will come home to score in the second walk issued by Klaus. Bases remain loaded, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Royals. 3 free passes in the inning, 5 reach free consecutively. And Xander Wayne to the plate now with a chance to come up with something big for the Royals. Klaus will kick and fire to Wayne. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 on Xander Wayne. Heavy hitting first baseman for the Royals. Klaus working quickly now. Big swing and a miss that time by Wayne. Count no balls, 2 strikes. Wayne around on that one in a hurry, as that one was up in his wheelhouse. He just couldn't catch up with a good fastball that time from Klaus. No balls, 2 strikes. Xander Wayne ready. Klaus has his sign. The 0-2 pitch. Got him on the outside corner, strike 3. Xander thinking that Klaus might waste one. Klaus came back and attacked the outside corner and was able to nip it for the first out of the inning. And a big out that's registered by Klaus on that strikeout. Takes the bat out of Wayne's hands and puts you a ground ball away from perhaps getting out of here, as Adrian Gonzalez will come to the plate. Double play would exit stage left for the inning as a pitch is called a strike on the outside corner to Adrian Gonzalez. And it's no balls and a strike to Gonzalez. Quickly, Klaus delivers. Swing and a miss. Fastball, bell tie. Gonzalez threw it. And all of a sudden, Klaus is trying to settle in after a rough start to the inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners their lead from every base. The 0-2 to Gonzalez, swinging a ground ball right side. Well placed, base hit in the right field. 1 run will score, and they'll hold everybody else up. Callgrove will come home to score, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Royals. Bases remain loaded as Gonzalez comes up with a base hit. Take a look at it in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Great pace of hitting here by Gonzalez. Klaus has been on the outer half when he's been successful. That one was there as well. And we just see Gonzalez putting it right where it wanted to go, to right field for an RBI single. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Royals as Keegan Hensrud will come to the plate. First pitch misses. The 1-0 to Hensrud. Got him on the inside corner for a strike. That'll level the count at 1-1 strike on Keegan Hensrud. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded, 3 in. Hensrud swings and misses. And it's 0-2 on the right fielder for the Royals. Klaus trying to get through this in the bottom third of the order for the Royals and limit the damage. Time is called as Hensrud wants time at the plate. Our home plate umpire is Ryan Ingeman. And he says that Hensrud did call for time. I'll look in, and the 1-2 pitch to Hensrud sweeps away. Down low as well. Joe Coolis is our base umpire this afternoon. Count level at 2-2 strikes on Keegan Hensrud. Royals with 3 in, and the base is still loaded. The 2-2 to Hensrud. He drives one to deep left field. Well hit. Trey Hussar back after it will make the catch. This will allow Matt Dosh to tag up and score. Lots of distance on that one for Keegan Hensrud, who does a job. He'll get credit for a sacrifice fly, and the Royals will take a 4-0 advantage. Keegan Hensrud put a jump into that baseball, hit it well to Trey Hussar out in left field, and there was going to be no chance for Hussar to throw anybody out on that one as Dosh trots home from third. So a 4-0 lead for the Royals, now 2 on, 2 out. And the designated hitter, Max Grafenauer, will come to the plate. The Royals will go through the order, and they're half of the first. Grafenauer will take one low for a ball. It's a ball and no strikes. 4-0 Grand Forks in the bottom of the first inning. Still Brevik at second base, Gonzalez at first. Brevik with good speed, a base hit likely plates him. The pitch to Grafenauer, check swing. That one's a strike on the outer half. That'll bring the count to 1-1 strike on designated hitter Max Grafenauer, who bats for Rylan Carenta, the pitcher today for the Royals. Klaus set, look back at second base. And the 1-1. Swinging a foul off the glove of Brady Medina. And it's a ball and 2 strikes on Grafenauer. Home plate umpire Ryan Ingeman runs another baseball out. Gives Medina a chance to reset with a glove off at the plate. Two on, and now a ball and 2 strikes. And Klaus for West Fargo a strike away from getting out of a very difficult bottom of the first inning. 3 hits in the inning. 2 walks and a hit batsman. The 1-2 on the way. Breaking pitch misses high. And the count will level up at 2-2 strikes. A bunt single, a bloop single, and Gonzalez placing one well the other way. The 2-2 pitch. High. Count goes full. 3-2 strikes. A run walked in the inning. And really the best contact that's been made by one of the Royals was a fly ball out from Keegan Hensrud. Otherwise the bunt, the blooper, just a well-placed ground ball to the right side. Payoff pitch on the way. Up high, ball 4 to Grafenauer. The inning will continue on the 3rd walk issued by Ben Klaus that will reload the bases. Brevik to 3rd, Gonzalez to 2nd. And back to the top of the order for Grand Forks as Gabe Tandy will come back to the plate. No move out of the dugout to make a change here for the Patriots. So Ben Klaus, who's had just a tough time. 9 batters come to the plate, 4 receive free passes on 3 walks and a hit batsman. Going to have to face the 10th batter of the inning in Gabe Tandy. First pitch to Tandy is high, and the count is a ball and no strikes on Tandy. Brevik leads away from 3rd, Gonzalez from 2nd, Grafenauer from 1st. The 1-0 is high. 2 balls and no strikes on Gabe Tandy, who walked and scored earlier in this inning. Runners their leads. The 2-0 to Tandy, misses inside. And now there's no place to put Tandy. 3 balls, no strikes. No activity down in the West Fargo bullpen. Their next pitcher likely on the field at this point. A look in by Klaus. He'll kick and fire 3-0. Fastball inside corner for strike one. And the count now 3 balls and a strike. Klaus ready. 3-1 to Tandy. Called the strike at the belt. Tandy tried to sell a walk. And the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners will get their jumps. And here comes the payoff to Tandy. Swing and a foul. Got a piece of it. Couldn't quite be handled behind the plate by Medina. So we'll have another payoff pitch coming up for Tandy. 4-0 Royals on the All-True scoreboard. Scoreboard updates brought to you by All-True. Regular screenings with All-True's care team detect illness before symptoms begin. Another payoff pitch. Tandy swings and drives one to left field. Fairly well hit, but Trey Hussar's underneath. Hussar will call for it. He makes the catch in left field. Tandy will fly out to left for out number 3. And a nightmarish inning for the Patriots will come to an end. 4 runs will come across on 3 hits, and the bases will be left loaded by the Royals. And we have played 1 inning. Your score after 1 is Grand Forks 4 and West Fargo nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Did you know there's another way to manage your farm's risk and protect your equity with margin protection? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect your farm from changing input costs and crop prices. Join us at Irie Insurance for our upcoming margin protection meetings, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. in Devils Lake and 4 p.m. in Hope, and August 30th at 8 a.m. in Hillsborough. For more information, visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. The Royals played 4 big runs in the home half of the first inning. They do leave the bases loaded, but they lead by a score of 4-0 as we make our way to the top of the second. Rylan Carinta will go out for his second inning of work. Struck out a man, faced 3, got him up and down in the top half of the first. Caleb Anderson, the cleanup hitter, will lead things off for West Fargo here in the second. First pitch to Anderson, a curveball for a strike on the inner half. Carinta's a left-hander, and he's going to turn some things around that you don't see often if you're one of the Legion baseball hitters. The 0-1 is a swing and a ground ball foul by Anderson. That'll push the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Carinta changes speeds on the breaking pitch pretty well, not overpowering with this stuff. Anderson stands ready. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball lined hard. Shortstop. Nice catch made right there by Matt Dosh. Line drive shot by Caleb Anderson. But right at Matt Dosh at short for the first out of the inning. So 1 out. Bases empty. 4 in a row for West Fargo retired by Rylan Carinta. And we'll see Jackson Glinke come to the plate. Now we'll have a lefty versus lefty matchup. And from the wind, Carinta delivers. Breaking pitch for a strike, inner half. And it's 0-1 on Jackson Glinke, who plays at first base for the Patriots. The 0-1 offering on the way. Curveball lifted high in the air, foul down the right field line, and that will drift off into the bullpen. And the count will go to no balls and 2 strikes. Sun begins to break out from behind some clouds. Here at Kraft Field, we've had intermittent cloud cover throughout the course of the afternoon. But as long as the rain stays away, we'll enjoy this one. No balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Glinke. Glinke stands ready, look in, and Carinta delivers. Curveball misses low. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Glinke stands ready again, and the 1-2 offering. Fastball up above the belt, a little high. Count will level up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Glinke checked his swing on that, but held back. Carinta looks in, and the 2-2 offering, another curveball, just missed inside. Held there for a moment by Tandy. Wanted our home plate umpire, Ryan Ingeman, to get a good look at it. Now the count full to first baseman Jackson Glinke. Payoff pitch to him, laced foul. Pulled to the right. And it remains 3-2. Glinke's fighting alive in the at-bat. Another payoff pitch on the way to him. Misses in front of the turf for ball 4. And West Fargo has their first base runner of the afternoon. First walk issued by Rylan Carinta. So a runner on first with 1 out here in the second. Royals leading by 4 on the all-true scoreboard. A 4-0 lead after 1. And shortstop Seth Wigestrand will come to the plate. And the pitch to Wigestrand, swinging a foul back to the screen. Count 0-1. Probably saw Carinta's fastball there, and not a blazing fastball, but he places it well. And when you pair it with that breaking pitch that he has, and he's got a really good breaking pitch. The 0-1, there's a curveball, grounded towards short. Dosh on his knees, comes up with coverage, plays to second for 1. Callgrove can't make the relay throw. But a good play by Matt Dosh getting down to his knees to cover that baseball. And Glinke is first 6-4 for out number 2 at second base. And Wigestrand reaches on a fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. And we'll see Brody Medina coming to the plate as the Patriots try to extend their half of the second. Carinta delivers, breaking pitch, nips the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 on Brody Medina, the third baseman for the Patriots. The 0-1 pitch, fastball misses away. Count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll have more baseball coverage coming up for you next week, but stay tuned for further broadcast details with the Royals out on the West Coast swing. Gonna have to look for something a little closer to home, it would appear. I'll look over towards first, step that way. Carinta will make a move to first. That will just chase back Seth Wigestrand. Medina steps in. Good lead by Wigestrand. Has some speed. He's a good athlete. He holds place, but the ball bounces in front of the plate. Gabe Tandy having to go back to get it. That's going to allow Wigestrand to take second base on what will be a wild pitch. We're used to seeing Seth Wigestrand, hockey player for the West Fargo Packers during the hockey season the last couple of years. He's on second now. And the count, a ball and a strike to Brody Medina. Pitch on the way. Medina swings and grounds 1 to third. Gonzalez waits on it. He'll throw across the diamond. It pulled Xander Wayne off the bag, but he'll apply the tag down at first base. And Medina is out 5-3 on the putout, and that will retire the Packers in their half of the second. No runs, no hits. A runner left, and we've played an inning and a half. Your score after 1.5 innings of play, the Royals 4 and West Fargo 0. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Presenting Hugo's Theater. Oh, I'm the worst.
What do you mean, Pally? Hugo's Meat and Seafood is the best. Just ask him.
The eyes have it. The finest meat and seafood at Hugo's.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Our timeouts are brought to you by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks. And they're also brought to you today by S&T Quick Stop. That Quick Stop in Thompson on the way back to Grand Forks on Highway 15 on the west side of town. 4-0 Royals as we go to the bottom of the second inning. And the Royals sent 10 to the plate in their half of the first. Jacob Chine will lead things off to start the second. Ben Klaus, who labored and struggled through that first inning, will go back out there for his second inning of work as Chine stands in. A single to his credit so far, and a fastball misses inside. Count will go to a ball and no strikes. Chine with a single and a run scored back in that first inning. The 1-0 pitch on the way to him. He swings and lifts it in the air on the infield. Foul territory left side. Medina drifting, now shortstop. Seth Wigestrand drifting out, and he can't make the catch. Bounces off his glove. Wigestrand thought he had a better angle on it than Medina did. And you could see Medina called off at the end of that play by Wigestrand. But Wiggestrand had that ball drift a little bit, and there's a pretty good crosswind today that's going to cause some problems. So Chine is going to breathe new life with a count level at a ball and a strike. Klaus looks in the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes as Chine goes through on a Ben Klaus fastball. Klaus walked 3 and hit 1. Faced 10 and 4 reached by way of free passes. The 1-2 pitch is low. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes, coupled with base hits by Chine, Matt Dosh, and Adrian Gonzalez. There was a bases loaded walk in that sequence back in the first. 2-2 on the way, swinging a foul back to the screen. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the final game for both of these teams before they go to their holiday breaks. Next up, a week from tomorrow for the Royals out in Williston. The wind and the 2-2 pitch. Curveball got him. Strike 3 up on the belt. Jacob Chine frozen for the second strikeout of the game for Ben Klaus and the first out here in the second inning. Bring Chance Colgrove to the plate, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the first inning. No official at-bat in the matchup as of yet, but he'll come to the plate now trying to build something here in the bottom of the second for the Royals. 4-0 in favor of Grand Forks on the all-true scoreboard. And Klaus delivers. Here's a shot to left center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Solid piece of contact on that for Chance Colgrove. And Colgrove gets the first pitch that he was looking for and drives it into the gap. The American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. You'll see this one drift over the inner half, and Colgrove could really get a bat on that one and drove it out to left center field on a line. No chance for Caleb Dewar to close the gap on that one and make the catch. So a runner on first base now with 1 out for the Royals. And Matt Dosh back at the plate. Dosh will swing and drive one to deep left field, but playable. Husar now coming in on it as that one knocked down quickly. And Dosh will fly out to left field for out number 2. Boy, that jumped off the bat. But in the long run, died quickly after it made its momentum out to left field. That one really had a good look off the bat. You could see it right away. And then all of a sudden up in the air, jet stream, if you will, just decided to calm down a little bit. So 2 away. Braden Brevick comes to the plate with Chance Colgrove still over at first base. Pitch on the way to Brevick. Curveball driven right side. It's on the ground weakly. Picked up by Landon Trofgruben, and he's got time to throw a Brevick for out number 3. Second baseman Landon Trofgruben gets over to make the play. And the Royals are out in their half of the second inning. No runs, a hit, and 1 left on. We've played 2 full. Your score on the all-true scoreboard, the Royals 4 and the Patriots nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
We go to the top of the third inning. There is a 4-0 lead on the scoreboard, brought to you by Ultra. The Royals have that lead. Trey Husar, the left fielder, steps in for West Fargo, shows bunt, lays one down the third base line, and this will hang foul. And the count will go to no balls and a strike. Trey Husar and Landon Trofgruben to finish up the first time through the order for the Patriots. The Royals take 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning today. Loading the bases. 3 walks and a hit batsman helping out the effort with 3 base hits. One of the walks with the bases loaded. Royals scored 4. And they lead 4-0 behind Rylan Carinta. Carinta delivers a pitch, and here's a liner to center field, and a great break on the baseball by Braden Brevick will bring that one down. And Trey Husar, who looked like he had a base hit to center, will be out number 1 of the inning. Boy, that's a great break on it. You'll see it here from center fielder Braden Brevik on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. This is a well-hit baseball. You see that jump off the bat as well, but as you could see Brevik coming to screen, he was already moving. He read that one really well. Here's a ground ball to shortstop off the bat of Landon Trofgruben. Good stretch over at first base by Xander Wayne. Wayne goes out to get it, makes a great play at first. And out number 2 is recorded as Trofgruben is thrown out over at first base. 6-3 put out for out number 2. And with 2 outs now in the inning, we will see Caleb Deere come to the plate for his second time up. Deere a fly out to left field. His first opportunity, 0 for 1 of the game. Slow breaking pitch misses high. And it's a ball with no strikes on Deere. 2 outs, base is empty for West Fargo. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Fooled on a breaking pitch that darted low. That'll level the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. West Fargo's kind of blown through their offense here in these first 3 innings. The 1-1, swinging a ground ball towards third. Gonzalez has it cleanly. He'll load up and throw across the diamond. That drew Wayne off the bag, and no tag can be applied as the runner gets behind that tag, and Deere will reach on an error. That'll be charged to third baseman Adrian Gonzalez. Take a look at it again on our replay, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Tyler Nagel, your agent. You can see Gonzalez get his hands on this. He fielded it cleanly, but his throw comes in on the home plate side, and you could see clearly there, no tag able to be applied by Wayne despite a pretty good effort to apply one. So a runner on first base with 2 outs, and a pitch misses high on Luke Finn. Count will go to a ball and no strikes. Finn a strikeout victim back in the second inning. 4-0 lead for the Royals in the top of the third. But a runner now on first base with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Corinta delivers. Swinging a drive to center. Braden Brevik is on it. Shading to the right, or actually the left center field gap, and he'll reach up to make the play on Luke Finn's fly ball. The error doesn't come back to hurt. West Fargo leaves 1. No runs, no hits, and an error. And we've played 2.5 innings. Your score on the all-true scoreboard after 2.5 remains the Royals 4 and West Fargo nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Hi, Grand Forks. It's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Your score, 4-0 Royals over West Fargo. As we make our way to the bottom of the third, Xander Wayne will come to the plate to lead things off for the Royals. And the first pitch on the way to him, up and in. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Xander Wayne. Wayne to strikeout victim his first time up. Got locked up on the outside corner with the bases loaded. 1-0 pitch, check swing, called a strike. Xander frustrated. He's seen a lot of those pitches lately, and as his reputation as a hitter precedes him, they're going to try to find that spot on the knees on the outside corner. 1-1 pitch, curveball line shot left field. That's a base hit. And Xander has his first hit of the game. And the Royals have a base runner in their half of the third. Adrian Gonzalez will come to the plate.
Next up for the Reds, number 18, Adrian.
Gonzalez with a single, drove in a run with the bases loaded. Back in his first time up in the first inning. And he'll bat with a runner on and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Ben Klaus back out there for his third inning of work for West Fargo. Checks, and Gonzalez swings and pops one foul behind us. That'll bring the count to 0-1. Gonzalez later stranded back in the first inning. The Royals have left 4 in 2 innings of work. Could have done more damage in that first, had the bases loaded when the inning came to an end, but probably feel like they got their work done plating 4. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball high, and the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Keegan Hensrud, creating the second out, actually drove in a run, so it was a productive out in Keegan Hensrud's spot in the order. Waned away from first, the 1-1 to Gonzalez. He was out in front of a changeup. The count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Big swing that time from Gonzalez, but went through on it. And you could see that he was out in a hurry against that one. That's just a good straight change from Ben Klaus. That's a tough pitch to catch up with at this level. A set, and the 1-2 offering. And that time Gonzalez off balance on a curveball. He'll swing and miss strike 3. And that will be the first out of the third inning for the Royals. Boy, a couple of nifty pitches in that sequence by Ben Klaus. The changeup that got Gonzalez out in his front foot. And then swinging through that off-speed pitch. Tough one. Bunt is shown, and a pitch is bunted foul by Keegan Hensrud, who tried to get the bat out of the way. And the ball ends up finding it. And the count is 0-1 on Keegan Hensrud. Productive out for Hensrud. Flew out to left field his first time up. Hit the ball well, though, with the bases loaded. Drove in a run from third. The 0-1 pitch. Hensrud lines one left side. That's a base hit. And Keegan Hensrud has seen the ball well this afternoon. Couple of shots that find their way onto left field for Keegan Hensrud. One drives in a run. Now he's got runners on first and second. And designated hitter Max Grafenauer will find his way to the plate. So 1 out with a pair of runners on here in the bottom of the third. Grafenauer, who walked his first time up, one of 3 walks and 4 overall free passes issued by Klaus back in that first inning. I'll look back at second base and the pitch on the way. Grafenauer will take one for a strike on the outside corner. And it's no balls and a strike on Grafenauer. Runners there leads again. Look back at second. The 0-1. Misses low. That'll level the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Grafenauer. Klaus taking a look in for a sign. Has what he's looking for. Comes set at the chest. Checks Gonzalez at second base, rather waned. And the 1-1 lifted high in the air in the infield. Infield fly rule called. Shortstop Seth Wigestrand coming on to make the catch. Grafenauer will pop out for the second out of the inning. And 2 on, 2 out now in the bottom of the third with Gabe Tandy ready to come to the plate for his third time today.
Next up to the right, number 3, Gabe Andrews.
So Tandy with a walk, a fly out to left field. He's 0 for 1, did score a run back in the first inning. Runners from first and second. Tandy trying to extend the third for the Royals. He swings and misses on a fastball. And it's no balls and a strike on Tandy. Xander Waned with a base hit away from second base. And Keegan Hensrud with a solid shot to left away from first. They both pulled the baseball against Ben Klaus. Klaus will set at the chest to look back. The 0-1 on the way, up high to Tandy. And that'll bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Gabe Tandy's done a nice job when we've seen him of seeing a lot of pitches, particularly the first time through, but he's a very patient hitter. He reads things really well at the plate. Allows him to play that leadoff hitter prototypically well. He'll take a pitch just outside for a ball. And it's 2 balls and a strike on Tandy. Wind continues to be that big factor that we have right now. 2 balls a strike. Waned from second, Hensrud from first, the 2-1 pitch. Line shot deep left center field. Caleb Deere back on this one. He's not going to find it. That will drop in the gap and roll its way to the track. 1 run will score as Waned comes in. Hensrud being waved around. He will score. 2 RBIs come across on Tandy's stand-up double, and the Royals will take a 6-0 lead. Get a look at this one on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Tandy getting a hold of a pitch right down the heart of the plate and belt high, and he just destroyed this ball. Caleb Deere back after it, turned around on a wide array. That got all the way back to the track. 2 runs come across, and it's a 6-0 lead for the Royals here in the bottom of the third as Jacob Chine will come to the plate. He takes a fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Chine, a single and a strikeout. He scored a run. 1 for 2 today. The 0-1 pitch to Chine. Breaking pitch misses away. That'll bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike on Jacob Chine. Bottom of the third, all true scoreboard reads 6-0 Royals. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul off the end of the bat, back to the screen. And it's now no balls and two, or rather a ball and 2 strikes. Big start to the day for the Royals, who getting a win here over West Fargo would be a really, really nice hop to their season after starting the season 2-8. They're taking on a team that's in 3rd place right now in the league. The 1-2 pitch is a check swing high. Levels the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williston sitting down there at 0-2. You've got them on the road. I mean, there's opportunities for the Royals to move out of those 9 and 10 positions. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him swinging. Jacob Chine down on strikes for the 2nd time today. That'll be the 4th strikeout for Ben Klaus this afternoon, and it brings to an end the bottom of the third. But 2 more runs will come across on 3 hits. The big double by Gabe Tandy. The Royals will leave 1. We've played 3. New score on the all-true scoreboard after 3. The Royals 6 and the Patriots nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
We will go to the top of the 4th inning, and the Royals cruising through 3. They lead by a score of 6-0 on our all-true scoreboard. Timeouts brought to you by S&T Quick Stop. That Quick Stop in Thompson on the way back to Grand Forks on Highway 15. And our timeouts brought to you by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks. Brady Medina will come to the plate. And the first pitch on the way to him, a curveball from Rylan Carinta for a strike. And the count will go to no balls and a strike. Medina 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. His first time up. Carinta delivers 0-1. That one in the turf out in front of the plate. And the count will level up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Royals scoring 6 in the first 3 innings, 4 in the bottom of the first and 2 in the bottom of the third. And they've had a nice run today. 1-1 pitch. This is hit opposite way to right field. Long run coming in for Hensrud. Hensrud makes a dive at it, can't come up with it. He kept the ball in front of him, however, and Medina no chance to go further than a single to start the 4th inning. You know, the important point on that play made by Hensrud is that he was able to square up to that ball as it was falling in right field and keep it in front of him. So many times you'll see a player make a diving attempt at a ball in the outfield and they don't take the right angle. It gets behind him and it turns into extra bases because you're trying to make a really good play. As a line shot to left field off the bat of Caleb Anderson will be a base hit, and runners will be at first and second now for the Patriots with nobody out in the 4th. But going back to that play for Hensrud, he squared his shoulders to that baseball so that when he dove at it, if he was able to make contact, it would stay in front of him, and that kept Brady Medina from moving any further than first base. That's such a big part of it. You take a look at what Caleb Anderson just did. Medina scores on that play if that ball gets behind Hensrud. But 2 on, nobody out. Bunt is shown and laid foul down the third baseline by Jackson Glinke. And the count will go to no balls and a strike. And this really the first time today that West Fargo has been able to put together any offense at all. In fact, those are their first 2 hits of the afternoon. And now Jackson Glinke, who walked and was later forced at second base on a fine play by Matt Dosh, the shortstop, will come to the plate for his second plate appearance today. Corinta, first time in a jam. A look back at second base. A long look that way, and the lefty delivers 0-1. Bunt is shown and bunted foul. Boy, he brought that high and tight on Jackson Glinke. It's a statement pitch there. You're going to show bunt? I'm going to give you something difficult to lay down. And the moment perhaps missed here for West Fargo as the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Glinke trying to move runners over and was unable to get a pitch that he could handle. A set by Garinta. Look back at second base. The 0-2 curveball late swing. He fouled it off. That's a good reaction by Glinke. Read that curveball and saw that pitch coming into the strike zone and decided to throw the hands at it and get a piece. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. Runners away from first and second. Corinta looks back at second base. And the 0-2 again in the turf, and that one bounces away from Gabe Tandy, and the runners are going to advance. Well, that's going to go in the book as a wild pitch, but Gabe Tandy didn't really move on that pitch at all. He kind of played it off the side of his body, and I think that's one that when the coaching staff sees it, they're going to say, okay, Gabe, you got to move a little bit and get out there and cover that pitch. Wasn't that far from the plate, but now 2 in scoring position, and the 1-2 lifted in the air to deep left field. Played well by Jacob Chine. He'll make the catch. It will allow Medina to tag and score. Holding at second base is Caleb Anderson, and West Fargo's on the board. They're back within 5, a score of 6-1. But you go back to that wild pitch. If you block that, if you keep that near the plate, runners stay at first and second. That's a harmless out. Instead, after Glinke couldn't lay a bunt down, the wild pitch moves them over for free. That allows the first run to score. Runner remains at second base for West Fargo. Seth Wigestrand will find his way to the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the second and is 0 for 1 this afternoon. So a 5-run lead now for the Royals. Corinta looking back at second base. And the pitch on the way to Wigestrand. Hot shot to second. This is picked up by Chance Colgrove cleanly and over to first base for the out. Anderson will move on to third on the play. And out number 2 recorded on a 4-3 putout. So 2 outs in the inning. And that will bring Brody Medina to the plate. Corinta trying to get out of the inning with just 1 run coming in. 1-2, or actually rather pitch a curveball, and the count will go to no balls and a strike. I took a look up at the scoreboard and got confused for a moment. No balls and a strike on Brody. 5-3 put out his first time up. Ground ball to third. He laces one to center, and that's going to play to base hit. Solid shot up the middle that time for Medina, and he has his first hit today. And it will draw the lead back to 4 by a score of 5-2. Take a look at it again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. This is a good piece of hitting by Medina. Down the heart of the plate, didn't do too much with it. It was a breaking pitch. He had to wait on it, and rather than try to pull that baseball, sent it right back up the middle. Textbook hitting on the breaking pitch from Corinta. That brings in a run for Medina in Caleb Anderson. Lead cut to 4 at 6-2. Trey Hussar at the plate for West Fargo. A fly out to center. His first time up. Pitch on the way to him. He lines one to center field. Brevitt coming on, and he overran the baseball. He had a break on it, and he ends up losing it behind him. Around third and looking to score is Medina. Now they have a runner hung up between second and third. The run will score. They have Medina, Hussar hung up between second and third, and a shovel back to second base will result in an out with the tag being applied by Xander Wayne. So the inning will come to an end. The run will score for the Patriots. They'll bring in 3 runs in the inning on 4 base hits. That one going to be an double for Trey Hussar, and then he'll be out number 3 back at second base, but the run scores as it crosses the plate before the out is recorded. 3 runs, 4 hits, none left, and the Patriots strike back. Your score at the end of 3.5 is the Royals 6 and West Fargo 3. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Going to take our best guess at it, but the play that ends up retiring Trey Hussar will go 8-6-5-1. We know, actually 5-3 rather, 8-6-5-3. We know that it was the first baseman Xander Wayne over at second base to apply the tag, but West Fargo rallies for 3, and they're half of the 4th, and Chance Culgrove will come to the plate against a new pitcher now for West Fargo. We'll get that for you in a moment. First pitch on the way to Culgrove is high, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. So a new pitcher comes in for West Fargo, and the new pitcher is going to be number 15, Luke Finn. The designated hitter will enter the game to pitch. The count will go to 2 balls and no strikes on Chance Culgrove as a pitch misses low. So that'll be the book on Ben Klaus today. We'll go through his line in a moment. Pitch on the way, misses inside to Chance Culgrove, and the count will be 3 balls and no strikes on Culgrove, I believe. Culgrove standing ready. Finn takes a look in for a sign. 3-0 pitch, a strike. That'll bring the count to 3 balls and a strike. So Ben Klaus will give way to Luke Finn. And what this will do, Luke Finn was already in the game as the designated hitter. So there will be no other change defensively or in the lineup. 3-1 pitch is pulled foul by Culgrove. The count goes full 3-2. West Fargo will simply now lose their designated hitter. Klaus on the day, 6 runs, all earned on 7 hits, walked 3, hit 1. And struck out 4. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Culgrove is down on strikes for out number 1 here in the 4th inning. First out recorded and the first strikeout recorded for Luke Finn. And this will bring Matt Dosh to the plate, who has singled and flown out to left field. 1 for 2 on the day. Culgrove now 1 for 2 as well, hit by a pitch. Along with scoring a run in the first, he singled in the second. And Dosh will take one low for ball 1. 6-3 Royals in the bottom of the 4th. Their lead cut in half after the last inning. The 1-0 opportunity. Fastball misses away. The count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. Boy, I'll tell you what, just a defensive breakdown a couple of times in that inning. The wild pitch that gets away at the plate, moving runners along, and then that fly to center field. 2-0 pitch on the way. Here's a ground ball to third. Well hit. Picked up by Medina behind the bag. Long throw across the diamond will get Dosh. 5-3 for out number 2. You go back to that final flyout, the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and a shot coming here to center field. And boy, it certainly looked like Brevik had this played, and then he just overran the baseball. Must have lost it on the way in, but it took a path on him that he wasn't expecting. And he stays back on that ball. He catches that, and the damage may be limited to a couple of runs, but right now, lead cut to 3. You have the wild pitch that moved one up into scoring position to go along with that, and so just a couple of bad breaks there as Braden Brevik will come to the plate for the Royals. Takes one low for a ball. And the count is a ball and no strikes on Brevik, who's walked and grounded out to second this afternoon. 0 for 1 on the day. A set the 1-0 pitch. That one called a strike. Count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball on the outside corner to Brevik. Brevik back in. Luke Finn, the new pitcher, stands ready. The 1-1. Fastball belt high for a strike. Brevik shakes his head, doesn't like that one. That one was up in the zone, but it looked like it was in the zone. And that will bring the count to 1-2. Finn is set. The 1-2 offering, swing and a miss. Breivik goes down on strikes. Pair of strikeouts in the inning for Luke Finn, and he quickly establishes control of his game as he gets Grand Forks nothing across in their half of the fourth inning. We played 4 full, and on the All True scoreboard, it remains the Royals 6 and West Fargo 3. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. Stay with us. We've got more baseball on the way.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Landon Trofgruben will lead things off for West Fargo in their half of the fifth inning. Trofgruben takes a strike, and the count 0-1. 6-3 Royals on the All True scoreboard after 4 full. West Fargo trying to dig back after falling behind 6-0. Trofgruben bunts towards third, and this one's going to drift foul. He had Adrian Gonzalez back in his position, and Gonzalez charging in. Wasn't going to catch up to Trofgruben. Pretty good athlete as well for West Fargo, but in the long run, it'll be a foul ball, and the count will go to 0 balls and 2 strikes on Trofgruben, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up back in the third. 0 for 1 on the day. 0 balls, 2 strikes to Trofgruben. Carinta cruised through 3 innings, ran into some trouble in the fourth. The 0-2 pitch, hard shot to short. Dosh, a backhanded stab, and a long throw across the diamond, and it won't be in time. It'll be a base hit for Landon Trofgruben. That's Trofgruben's speed that beats that one out. That's a good defensive play by Matt Dosh, who had to go deep into the well between short and third and backhand that baseball just to get it in the glove. But in the long run, not enough time to throw out Trofgruben. And the leadoff man is aboard for West Fargo in the visitors' half of the fifth. Caleb Deere to the plate. And Deere will take one high for a ball. The count, a ball and no strikes. Deere 0 for 2, reached on an error his last time up. That was back in the third inning. He flew out to left field. Signs here that the Patriots are beginning to time up Carinta fairly well. Carinta's going to check to first base, and that'll force Trofgruben back in with a head-first slide. But we've seen some pretty good swings against Carinta this second time through the lineup. A set by Carinta, look over towards third, runner goes, and the 1-0 pitch is taken inside for ball 2, and no chance to get Trofgruben. He will go to second base with a stolen base. So a runner moves on to scoring position now. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball foul. Count will go to 2 balls and a strike on Caleb Deere. Trofgruben away from second base. A set by Carinta, look back at second. And the 2-1 pitch. Hard shot to short. Again, a backhanded play by Dosh. Then he tries to make a throw to third instead of going across the diamond and throws it into the turf. Everybody's going to be safe. Dosh had the right read on it. Maybe didn't make the read quick enough. Caleb Deere will reach on a fielder's choice. And an error will be recorded in the inning on the shortstop, Matt Dosh. And that will put runners at the corners with nobody out, and West Fargo with a golden opportunity to start working their way back into the game. Carinta will come set. A look over towards first base. Runner goes, pitches outside for a ball. No correction called to strike. Delayed double steal on. Tag applied to the plate, and out at the plate will be Landon Trofgruben trying to score. Deere will go on to second, and Trofgruben will be out number 1 in the inning. Let's look at it again in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. This was close at the plate. They go delayed double steal. The ball is cut off by Chance Colgrove. He comes to the plate, and right there, a little bit of a block of the plate was enough. And now a throw to third that gets away again from shortstop Matt Dosh. And on his way home to score on the play will be Caleb Deere from second. And the lead will be cut to 2 at 6-4 as this one is absolutely getting away from the Royals defensively. So Troftgruben is out caught stealing, and the play on Troftgruben at the plate will be 2-4 to 2 for the putout for out number 1. Finn is going to reach on a fielder's choice. Deere will reach on an error. That'll be charged to the shortstop, Matt Dosh. 2 opportunities for Dosh to try to get runners at third, and both times the ball ends up offline trying to throw to Adrian Gonzalez. And this will bring Nick Chine, the head coach of the Royals, out to the mound to talk with his infield. 2 errors in the inning, and the run so far is unearned. And a really, really tough situation here for the Royals, who now have an out in the inning, but also have a runner on first base. And it's 6-4 with the lead cut down to 2. And you take a look at how those runs have been scored, and you have the wild pitch that allows a sacrifice fly to drive in a run instead of just being an out. You have a ball that was overrun in center field. That allows a run to score. And now those 2 throws to third base that combine to allow a run to score. And of the 4 runs that West Fargo has scored, the Royals defense accounts for 3 of them. So Finn now at first base. They may do some running here again as Medina will come to the plate. Medina will take a pitch high, and the count goes to a ball and no strikes. Some aggressive base running here in the inning as well. And if not for the play caught stealing at the plate involving the delayed double steal and Landon Troftgruben, this would be a real troublemaker for the Royals. Here's a swing and a flare foul that will get out of play behind us. The count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll have to take a look at that replay as well. When you see that little block of the plate that kept Troftgruben from being able to score in a headfirst slide, as Carinta takes a look over to first base. Take a look at that again at the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you'll see this delayed double steal opportunity. Good throw here by Tandy. Throw comes back to the plate, and just that little block of the plate right there that kept that hand from getting in the interior. It makes you want to slow it down a little bit because it looked like Tandy had the ball before he blocked the plate, but it was close. The 1-1 pitch caught the outside corner for a strike. And it's no balls, rather a ball and 2 strikes now on Brady Medina. A single and a ground out. 1 for 2. He scored a run for West Fargo today. The 1-2 pitch, curveball, grounded back to the pitcher. Tandy's got it. He'll throw to second base for 1. Colgrove's relay throw in time for the double play. A 1-4-3 double play to get out of the inning, and that is a defensive gem for Gabe Tandy fielding his position. Look at this again in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. You don't see him that better at the pitcher's position. Tandy leaps, comes up with it, checks his throw, Colgrove covering, and the relay over to first just in time for the double play. Beautiful way to end the inning. A defensive gem after a couple of defensive breakdowns. A run comes across on 1 hit and 2 errors. They'll leave 1, and we've played 4.5. Your score on the Ultra scoreboard now reads the Royals 6 and the Patriots 4. This is American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sport.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
We're down to the bottom of the fifth. Your score after 4.5 is the Royals 6 and West Fargo 4. Grand Forks giving up 4 runs after scoring the first 6 of the game. Luke Finn, who mowed through the fourth inning in his first inning of relief pitching for West Fargo, will go back out there to pitch the fifth. Xander Wayne will lead things off for the Royals. Nifty 1-4-3 double play for the Royals to work out of the fifth inning. That saw West Fargo score a couple of runs on a tough defensive play or two. But Gabe Tandy, not Gabe Tandy, but pitcher Rylan Carinta may have given Tandy the credit on the end of that. Swing and a miss by Wayne. Count goes to 0-1. It was Rylan Carinta that fielded his position extremely well, turning that 1-4-3 double play on a hard hit ground ball up the middle that he had to hop on, set himself and make a good throw on as well. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a shot by Wayne to deep center field, but playable right at Caleb Deere, who steps back to make the play. And Wayne is out number 1 of the fifth inning for the Royals. Adrian Gonzalez, 1 for 2 with a single back in the first, will come to the plate. He was also a strikeout victim in the third inning. Royals going to try to hang on to a 2-run lead at this point. They'd love to tack on some more offense. This is a good West Fargo team that knows how to score runs. A set, a look in, pitch on the way to Gonzalez, misses inside. And it's a ball and no strikes on Adrian Gonzalez. Final game before the holiday break, or games, we should say. There is a second end of the doubleheader coming up tonight. 1-0 pitch on the way to Gonzalez, misses. The count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. Gonzalez stands ready. And the 2-0 pitch, swinging a grounder foul off his body. That'll push the count to 2 balls and a strike on Adrian Gonzalez. After today, Royals off until the 10th of June. They'll play a week from tomorrow in Williston. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fastball for a strike on Gonzalez. And that'll level the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Royals' third baseman. Luke Finn, good fastball. Has pinpointed it rather well. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball, chopped towards third. Charging is Medina. Has to get it out of his glove quickly, and he didn't beat him. Safe at first base will be Adrian Gonzalez for an infield hit. Tough play that time for Brody Medina. He had to charge that ball well, and Gonzalez, for a bigger guy, ran down the first baseline rather well trying to beat that one out. And Gonzalez has his second hit of the day. So the Royals are the base runner in 1 out. And here comes Keegan Hensrud, who's driven in a run with a sacrifice fly and singled. He's 1 for 1, scored a run. He's going to single again to right field. There's another hit today for Keegan Hensrud. Boy, Hensrud has just hit the ball well down to that number 8 spot every time he's come to the plate today. Another look at the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. And this is Hensrud open stance, just putting a ball in the outer half right where it wants to go to right field. Boy, there's nothing tricky about it, but as a hitter, you have to know what to do with a pitch. And Hensrud drove one deep to left field to drive in a run in the first. And now has a pair of base hits and is 2 for 2 on the day. Runners on first and second with 1 out now. And Max Grafenauer will come to the plate for the Royals. First pitch to Grafenauer, a strike on the outside corner. Grafenauer has walked and has popped out to the shortstop in a couple of plate appearances today. He's 0 for 1. Bats here in the fifth with Grand Forks trying to tack on some offense after seeing their 6-run lead cut to 2. Fastball misses low and away from Luke Finn. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Grafenauer. Here in the bottom of the fifth with the Royals leading by 2. Look back, the 1-1 pitch. Just missed away. Count 2 balls and a strike. Hensrud edges away from first base. Gonzalez a short lead from second. Finn checks Gonzalez. The 2-1. This is lined up the middle, and it takes the glove of Luke Finn off. Finn's going to throw to second. Now a throw to third. Bounces and gets away. Safe at third is Gonzalez. Moving on to second on the throw will be Grafenauer. Hensrud is out on the play. That'll be 1-4 for out number 2. Gonzalez will go on to third. He's going to reach, I believe, on an error that's going to be charged to the second baseman, and Grafenauer will reach on a fielder's choice and take second base. So runners now on second and third with 2 outs, and Gabe Tandy back to the top of the order for Grand Forks on a line shot that took the glove right off of Luke Finn. And then Gonzalez didn't run. They were going to have to tag him, and the throw to third ends up bouncing. Pitch on the way to Tandy, misses inside. And the count's a ball and no strikes on Gabe Tandy, who doubled his last time up and drove in a pair of runs. That was back in the third. He bats here in the fifth with 2 more potential runs out in scoring position. Finn a set. The 1-0 to Tandy. Hard shot to third. Knocked down on one hop by Medina. He's got it and across the diamond for the out, and that's a big play. Tandy hit the ball really well to Medina, and Medina gloves it up for the third out of the inning. No runs on a hit and an error, and the Royals will leave 2. We've played 5. Your score on the All True scoreboard remains the Royals 6 and West Fargo 4. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivard's Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Hello?
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
Not again.
Because it should be.
Keep your refrigerator and all your appliances running like new with the help of Bud & Ralph's Appliance Service. Bud & Ralph's has been making house calls in the greater Grand Forks area since 1986.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Well, we make our way to the top of the 6th inning. Apologies for the graphic there, my friends. Top of the 6th inning. Let's get things all reset. 6-4 your score. West Fargo will bring Caleb Anderson to the plate, down 2 to lead off the 6th against Rylan Carinta, who goes into his 6th inning of work today for West Fargo. First pitch to Anderson. Line shot deep left field into the corner. Jacob Chine back after it in foul territory, runs out of room. And that'll be a long strike for Caleb Anderson. The count's no balls and a strike. Anderson hit the ball crisply back in the 4th for a single. He scored a run, and that one had danger all over it after it jumped off the bat from Caleb Anderson, but ends up being a foul ball. And again, some of these better hitters for West Fargo have begun to time up Carinta rather well. That's something that Nick Chine, the head coach of the Royals, probably paying attention to right now. The 0-1 to Anderson, breaking pitch for a strike. Count 0-2. That breaking pitch for Carinta is going to be important because he can't afford to hang it. He's going to have to throw that deceptively here. These West Fargo hitters are looking for it. The 0-2 pitch from Carinta, another breaking pitch, grounded in the hole between short and third. Picked up on a drive by Gonzalez, but he's not going to have time to get it across the diamond. And Caleb Anderson has an infield hit for West Fargo. Another good play to the hole between Gonzalez and Dosh, and it was the third baseman, Gonzalez, that picks it up this time, but just not enough of a chance to throw Caleb Anderson out. So a runner on first, nobody out. Top of the 6th, Jackson Glinke will come to the plate. A look over by Carinta. Pitch on the way to Glinke, shows bunt. It misses high. Back pick opportunity, and the throw down the turf from Tandy. Gloved up behind the play that time by first baseman Xander Wayne. Count will go to no balls and a strike. And that time Wayne tried to fool Caleb Anderson. Ran back behind first base, sort of imitating that the ball got away from him. Anderson wasn't biting. Draws a couple of comments from the crowd. Glinke ready, and the 0-1, a ground ball taken up by Wayne. His only play is going to be to first. He drops the ball several times, and everybody's safe. Be an error that'll be charged to the first baseman, Xander Wayne. And boy, defensively, Grand Forks has just let themselves down today. That's their 4th error, and that one is just completely unforced. Xander's got to put the ball in the glove and just step on the bag, and there's no reason to mess around with that throw to second base, and he was trying to do about 3 things at one time, and nobody out now here in the top of the 6th. The 2 batters aboard, and everything's being hit rather hard right now from Carinta. So it's going to be tough to make outs here. Seth Wiggestrand 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder's choice, grounding out to second. And the Royals need an out here. Wiggestrand will bunt foul, and the count will go to no balls and a strike. Of the 4 runs that West Fargo has, 3 of them directly attributable to some errors today. Not necessarily an error on the scoreboard, but a wild pitch that allowed runners to move on, a ball overrun in center field. Neither of those are errors. Then, of course, a couple of tough throws to third, and that's 3 of the 4 runs that West Fargo has scored today. A set by Carinta. A look back at second base. Another look at second. And the 0-1 to Wiggestrand. This time he's swinging. He drives one to left center field. That's going to play to run. Coming around third and looking to score will be Caleb Anderson. Runners will go to second and third. It'll be a double, and the lead is down to 1. It's 6-5 Royals. Glinke goes on to third. Seth Wiggestrand will go to second with a double. Take a look at it in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and this is just a great piece of hitting coming from Wiggestrand. Ropes it hard into the gap, and his speed allows him to go get it. We mentioned everything that's jumping off the bat right now from West Fargo bats is jumping hard at this point, and the game is going to be tied as coming home to score on a sacrifice punt will be Jackson Glinke. On to third goes Wiggestrand. Medina will reach on an infield hit, and the game will be tied now at 6 apiece. So runners will go to first and third as Medina drops a bunt. The 6-run lead is gone, and West Fargo is poised to take the lead with nobody out and a runner down at third base, and Nick Chine will come out to the mound and have a conversation with his infield. And we may see the ball being taken here from Rylan Carinta, and we will. So that'll be the end of the day for Carinta. We'll have a break in the action, and we'll come back and fill you in on the defensive changes that we'll have here for Grand Forks. Game tied at 6 in West Fargo with runners on and nobody out in their half of the 6th inning, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
Our timeouts are brought to you by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks, and S&T Quick Stop. That Quick Stop in Thompson on the way back to Grand Forks on Highway 15. Keegan Hensrud will be the new pitcher now for Grand Forks. He's had a great day with the bat, and he's going to be called upon to try to get Grand Forks out of a jam here, as he will take to the pitcher's position with the game now tied. Runners on first and third in a 6-6 ball game and nobody out in the top of the 6th. Grand Forks scored 6 runs to start the game, and West Fargo has scored 6 to come back. And I anticipate this is a straight change. I would believe that Rylan Carinta will make his way out to right field and take that spot in right. So we'll see the 2 runners on base, Carinta's responsibility. And it's been a tough day for Rylan Carinta. 6 runs have been given up, as we mentioned. We now have 4 of them directly attributable to errors at this point. We don't have the exact pitching line for you as of yet because a couple of those errors, I'm just calling errors. They're mistakes, but they're not errors. Take a look at it that way. I believe that in the long run, of the 6 runs, 4 are going to be earned to this point. Carinta struck out 1, walked 1, allowed 8 base hits. 3 here in this inning. And now we'll see if Keegan Hensrud can bail Grand Forks out of a jam here in the top of the 6th. Trey Hussar will come to the plate. He doubled his last time up, was thrown out trying to go to third. Runner from first goes, back pick down to third base against the runner there. Everybody's back safely, and Medina will move on to second base with a stolen base. So now runners are on second and third. And the count of ball and no strikes on Trey Hussar. He bunts, trying to score the winning run or a go-ahead run to squeeze, and it will score. The out at first base will be recorded, but squeeze play will bring home Seth Wigestrand as Hussar will bunt one in. 1-3 on the putout, but the lead will now swing to West Fargo. It's now 7-6 Patriots. So a squeeze play, that run will be attributed to Rylan Carinta. Runner moves on to third base on the play. And we'll see Landon Trofgruben coming to the plate. He'll take one high. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes. And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see West Fargo lay down another bunt here. Trofgruben has great speed and a chance to pad the lead by 2 with another runner down at third base. And Medina, who's down at third, runs well. Trofgruben's going to swing. Laces one out to center field. That will drop for a base hit. Trofgruben puts one in the gap. No need to bunt. Medina will come home to score. Trofgruben has his second hit of the day, and the lead is now 8-6 Royals. Caleb Deere will come to the plate. Take a look at the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. This is just a good piece of hitting from Trofgruben. Absolutely up there to hit, pitch up. And boy, the Royals have left some pitches up in the zone today, and that crisply hit the center field to bring in a run. Makes it a 2-run game now for West Fargo. And Caleb Deere, who's reached on an error in a fielder's choice, scored a run. He's 0 for 3 so far today. He'll come to the plate with a runner on first base and one out. Trofgruben with good speed runs well. And we'll see Hensrud disengage and throw over. 4 runs in the inning. And now an 8-6 lead for West Fargo in a game where Grand Forks' defense has come under some scrutiny. A set by Hensrud at the belt. The 1-0 pitch misses away. Count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. Deere as a center fielder going to be very tough to double up. Shortstop Matt Dosh playing back on the infield. The 2-0 pitch is high. The count will go to 3 balls and no strikes on Caleb Deere. Deere flew out to left field in the first, reached on an error in the third, reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, and later scored. 3-0, straight change for a strike. And the count 3-1 on Caleb Deere. But now an 8-6 game for the Patriots over the Royals in the Patriots half of the 6th inning. And a pitch misses inside, ball 4 on Caleb Deere, and runners will advance. Deere will go to first base. Be the first walk that's issued by Keegan Hensrud today. And runners now at first and second. And Luke Finn, who now is the pitcher of record for West Fargo, looking to help himself out here. Hensrud taking a look in. A look back on the pitch to Finn, ground ball up the middle, and this one, Dosh was able to make a play behind second base to glove it. He thought the ball would come right to him. It was going to evade him, so he reaches out, makes a play on his knees, and touches the bag with his glove hand to get Deere. It'll be 6 unassisted for out number 2. Finn will reach on a fielder's choice. Trofgruben goes on to third. And runners are at the edges for Brady Medina, who will come to the plate with 2 outs now in the inning. Boy, we've seen some strange things with the ball on the ground here in this matchup. So runners from the corners, a set and the pitch. Grounded towards third. Gonzalez knocks it down, picks it up. Will he have enough time? He will. Throws across the diamond, and Medina is out number 3. 5-3 on the putout for the 3rd out of the inning. But West Fargo bats around, and they'll bring home 4 runs on the benefit of 4 base hits and error. They will leave 2. And we've played 5.5. New score on the All True scoreboard. It's the Patriots 8 and the Royals 6. This is American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod. Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We make our way to the bottom of the 6th inning. A tough turnaround here for the Royals, who had a very comfortable lead, 6-0 to start the game. All of a sudden, it's an 8-6 lead for West Fargo as the Patriots have come roaring back in this one, scoring 8 consecutive runs, and the defense for the Royals has let them down badly in the second stanza of the game. Jacob Chine is set to lead things off for the Royals here in the 6th, and the Royals now need a big comeback as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. West Fargo's next game out of the chute coming up next week on Tuesday. And I believe that game is against Bismarck. We'll go back to our drive for the title that we had to start the game. It's Jamestown, my apologies. West Fargo will take on Jamestown coming up on Tuesday. And that graphic incorrect. The statewide schedule had Grand Forks playing at Dickinson their next game on Thursday, but they will play versus Williston on Wednesday and then go to Grand Forks, or rather go to Dickinson on Thursday. Bunt is laid down by Jacob Chine. Back to the pitcher. Finn will pick it up, and safe at first base is the call on a tough play down the line. But Jacob Chine will reach on an infield hit to get things going for Grand Forks in their half of the 6th inning. So a base runner for Grand Forks to work with, trying to cut into the West Fargo lead here in the 6th. Chance Colgrove. A single hit by a pitch and a strikeout victim. 1 for 2 on the day. Will come to the plate trying to move Chine around and reach and try to put a threat into Luke Finn. And West Fargo here in the 6th inning. Pitch from Finn misses inside. And it's a ball and no strikes. Colgrove was hit by a pitch back in that first inning that saw Ben Klaus really run into trouble. He finished the inning but faced 10 batters. Grand Forks scored 4 times. The 1-0, that one hit Colgrove up in the arm. And Colgrove going to take his base very nonchalantly. First hit batsman for Luke Finn, and that's the first free pass of any kind today. And now the Royals have put runners on first and second. And Matt Dosh, 1 for 3 in the game, will come to the plate as Grand Forks tries to build a rally. Dosh singled and scored back in the first. A fly out to left, a ground out to third for the remainder of his day. He's 1 for 3 this afternoon. Finn takes a look back at second base. Dosh will show bunt, lays it down back to the pitcher, and the only play will be to first base. There was an inkling of going to second base for an out, but Matt Dosh will do a job and move runners over. Dosh lays down the sacrifice bunt. It'll be 1-4 on the putout for out number 1. Chine to third, Colgrove to second, and Braden Brevik, who had the big fly against Jamestown back on Friday night, will come to the plate 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of runners in scoring position here in the 6th inning. A set by Finn, and the pitch on the way to Brevik. Fastball low, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. Third baseman Brody Medina for West Fargo in on the green on the turf here. The corners are in. Now the entire infield has come in. They might have just been delayed doing that. They're looking for a play at the plate here as West Fargo. Brevik standing ready. And the 1-0 from Finn. Fastball high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. You might be tempted to pitch around Brevik a little bit, first base open, but 1 out in the inning, and Xander Wayne waiting next. He's got a pretty good bat. 2-0 pitch. Brevik swings, grounds it right to short. Seth Wiggestrand has it over to first base for the out. Textbook play with the infield in. Good reaction by Wiggestrand to go get it. And Brevik is out number 2. And it will be up to Xander Wayne with 2 outs in the inning to try to produce for the Royals here in their half of the 6th. 8-6, West Fargo by 2. Bottom of the 6th inning, Xander 1 for 3 with a run scored. Had a single back in the 3rd inning. Chine is away from third and Colgrove from second. Pitch to Xander Wayne. Swing and a miss. Healthy swing and a fastball just behind it. And the count is no balls and a strike to Xander Wayne. Wayne will step back to the plate, and Finn goes looking for a sign. Big at bat in the game here for West Fargo. A set by Finn at the chest. The 0-1 to Xander. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind trying to let up just a little bit here, but still a pretty good cooling breeze. And sun back behind the clouds right now really messes with your look inside. The 1-1 pitch. Wayne swings and hits one high in the air to center, and that's going to do it. Caleb Deere coming on, has to run it down in the gap as that one died on him a little bit. But Wayne will fly out to center field, and the Royals threaten but come up empty in their half of the 6th inning. No runs on a hit and 2 left, and we have played 6 full. Your score on the All-True scoreboard remains the Patriots 8 and the Royals 6. Timeouts brought to you by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store in Grand Forks, and brought to you by S&T Quick Stop, that quick stop you're looking for in Thompson on Highway 15. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Presenting Hugo's Theater. Oh, I'm the worst.
What do you mean, Pally? Hugo's Meat and Seafood is the best. Just ask him. The eyes have it.
The finest meat and seafood at Hugo's.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. Patriots 8, Royals 6. As we make our way to the 7th, it'll be Caleb Anderson, Jackson Glinke, and Seth Wigestrand to come to the plate, as West Fargo looks to tack on before they pitch for a come-from-behind victory that they would be looking for in their bottom half of the 7th inning. Caleb Anderson, who's hit the ball well his last 2 times in the plate, back there, swings and drives one to left field in the corner, but foul. Ricochets off both fences and ends up rolling free as Jacob Chine has to run back to get it. No balls and a strike. 4 big errors this afternoon for the Royals. And as of right now, you can attribute perhaps half of their run production to those errors here this afternoon. Hensrud stands ready as Anderson steps back in with a no ball, 1 strike count and a breaking pitch to him, called for a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes on Caleb Anderson. A single and a run scored in the 4th, another single and a run scored in the last inning that saw West Fargo bat around. The 0-2 from Hensrud, breaking pitch, just missed outside. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tough part of the order to go through as well. Middle third coming up here for West Fargo, and this group has really hit the ball pretty well today. Hensrud shakes off a couple of signs. His 1-2 up high, little spinner. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the Royals looking ahead to their bottom half of the 7th. Will have to get things done in the bottom third of their order. Adrian Gonzalez set to lead things off. The 2-2 to Anderson. Fastball low and away, and the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Caleb Anderson steps back in, and the payoff from Keegan Hensrud. Ground ball, foul, just wide of third. Anderson grounds one down the line and ends up pulling it just to the left side of the bag. So Anderson will come on back to the plate, looking for his 3rd hit today. Hensrud trying to find a way to get him out. Another peer across the top of the glove, another payoff pitch to Anderson. Here's a line shot on the right side, beginning to die towards the line. Xander Wayne trying to track it down, and does, in foul territory for the out. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was an adventurous pop out to the first baseman for out number 1 in the inning. Let's take a look at that again in the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you'll see this fly ball, and, watch Xander loses the hat, comes set, runs, now backs up, nearly slips, but he found it. Have a little trip out there if you're going to field the baseball, right? Xander gloves it for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Jackson Glinke to the plate for West Fargo. Glinke reached on an error his last time up. Drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the fourth. Pitch called a strike at the belt, and the count goes to no balls and a strike. Glinke on the day would be 0 for 1. He walked in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch to him misses away. Count levels 1-1. Hensrud has a little spinner, almost like it's not a cutter, but it's a little spinning curveball. The 1-1 pitch lifted in the air on the infield, foul territory left side. Long run for Hensrud to get into foul territory. He can't find it. That'll drift out of play. And the count, a ball and 2 strikes. You can see Hensrud throw that pitch once in a while, and it's a flip of the wrist. He's just looking for a little extra movement. Almost call it a slider. Stays a bit up for a slider pitch, but it's almost his version of it, it would appear. The 1-2 offering on the way. There's a curveball, and that one laced foul. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Hensrud definitely has a different delivery on the spinner compared to the curveball. The 1-2 pitch, that one high. The count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And his mechanics on the fastball are interesting as well. He's right over the top on that fastball. 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball chopped down the first base line. Foul again as Glinke hurdles the baseball, trying to make his way up the line. And it remains a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Glinke reached on an error back in the 6th, and that was that ground ball to Xander Wayne that Xander had in his glove and thought about throwing to second on a runner and then dropped it, picked it up, and then on his way back to the bag, dropped it again. 2-2, laced foul, opposite way. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's just a couple of plays like that. A couple of throws to third today from shortstop Matt Dosh that he, again, got caught between 2 different plays. 2-2, just missed inside. Count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a lot of the miscues today, really in that situation where you're caught between doing a couple of different things defensively. Payoff pitch on the way, laced foul. And that one, that went into the crowd down that first baseline. Boy, I'm taking a look down the first baseline. Is that Bubba Schweigert that's down there watching the game in the standing room section? Pitch misses high, ball 4. And Jackson Glinke will be aboard, reaching on a base on balls. Second walk issued by Keegan Hensrud, and Seth Wiggestrand will come to the plate with a runner on and 1 out now. You can also always tell Bubba with that walk. He's got that, sort of upright walk. Every football coach has that walk. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but they kind of walk sort of stiff, kind of straight up in the air. And it doesn't make any difference where they coached. It's just kind of always that same, if they've coached a while, they have that sort of walk to them. Wiggestrand takes a look at a pitch in the turf. Tandy knocks it down and keeps it close. And the count's 2 balls and no strikes on Wiggestrand. A double for Seth Wiggestrand. That was a big blow back in the 6th inning. Reached on a fielder's choice and also grounded out here today. He's 1 for 3. Scored a run in that 4-run 6th inning for West Fargo. Set by Hensrud. 2-0 pitch high. And a back pick on the secondary from Glinke down at first base. He's back standing. 1 out, 1 on for West Fargo in the 7th. 8-6. Patriots lead the Royals by 2. Royals scored the first 6 today. The Patriots the next 8. Breaking pitch up high for ball 4. And runners will be on first and second now for West Fargo. Third walk issued by Hensrud. So runners at first and second, 1 out. Brody Medina, couple of singles, couple of run scores. He's hit the ball well today, 2 for 3. Will come to the plate for West Fargo. Hensrud looks back at second base, and a swing and a drive to center. Braden Breivik coming in on the baseball now. Makes the catch. Stayed back on that one. Adjusted to the play that he had earlier where he kind of overran it coming in rather. And that will be the second out of the inning as Brody Medina flies out. So 2 out, 2 on. Trey Hussar. A double back in the fourth, drove in a run, and then got hung up trying to stretch it into a triple and was tagged out trying to get back to second base. Also laid down a sacrifice bunt to drive in a run. Pitch misses low. And time going to be called as Keegan Hensrud wants a word with his catcher, Gabe Tandy. So Hussar's driven in a couple of runs today. Would be 1 for 2 in the matchup. Flew out to center field. That one back in the third inning. Tandy and Hensrud have had their conversation and appear to be straight with the signals. And Hussar will come back to the plate. Hensrud shakes off a couple of signs. Has what he's looking for. Looks back at second. The 1-0 line shot to center. Brevik running on. Not going to make the catch on this one. That'll be a base hit. Long turn at third, but a good retrieval that time by Brevik will hold him up. And the bases will be loaded for West Fargo. No chance to score Glinke on that play as Brevik covered some ground well out in center field to get to it. And Landon Trofgruben, who can be a whole lot of trouble with his speed on the infield, will come to the plate. Hensrud will pitch out of the windup. And the first offering, curveball for a strike on the outside corner. And it's no balls and a strike on Landon Trofgruben. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the seventh. West Fargo leading by 2. Maybe looking for a knockout blow here. The 0-1 curves away. Level count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Trofgruben, 2 for 3 today. He was caught trying to steal the plate back in the 5th inning. The 1-1 pitch misses low. The count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Got a couple of very interesting possibilities for our finest cover. The 1-4-3 double play that was turned by Carinta and Caldgrove. 2-1 pitch, called a strike. Nope, missed low rather. The count will go to 3 balls and a strike. And a play by Tandy at the plate that blocked up the plate just enough on that delayed double steal to get Trofgruben. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch to Trofgruben. He swings and drives it into the air to center, high in the air. Brevik moving over into the gap and will settle under it to make the catch. And Trofgruben flies out to center. West Fargo leaves them loaded on just 1 base hit and a couple of walks in their half of the 7th. They do not score. We've played 6.5, and it's the Patriots looking for a win. They lead the Royals by a score of 8-6 after 6.5 innings of play. We'll come back with the bottom of the 7th next. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th, and Grand Forks needs a couple of runs. Down by a score of 8-6 to West Fargo in the bottom of the 7th. Royals scored the first 6 runs of the day, and the Patriots have come back for the last 8. And we'll see Adrian Gonzalez lead things off and foul one off the glove of Brady Medina. That'll bring the count to no balls and a strike. Gonzalez, Keegan Hensrud, Max Grafenauer. And this part of the order, particularly these 2 men here in the 7 and 8 spots, good days at the plate. Gonzalez and Hensrud combined would be 4 for 5, 4 singles. Hensrud drove in a run with a sacrifice fly along with a couple of singles. He's had a great day at the plate today for the Royals. Gonzalez stands in, down a strike. Luke Finn, who came on in relief, now the pitcher of record, looking for the victory today. And Finn delivers 0-1 to Gonzalez, high and tight. Levels the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grand Forks pitcher on the hook right now is Rylan Carinta. He surrendered all 8 runs that have been scored today by the Royals. Swinging a drive by Gonzalez to center. Caleb Deere backing up on it will make the catch. And Gonzalez flies out to center field for the first out of the 7th. Keegan Ensrud. Nice day at the plate today for the Royals. Pair of singles, one in the 4th, one in the 6th. He scored a run in the 4th. Drove in a run in the 1st, the sacrifice fly. Correction, that single that scored a run back in the 3rd inning. He singled in the 3rd and the 5th. I have to remember, Royals sent 10 to the plate. We moved over a column in the scorebook back in that 1st inning, and he's currently the pitcher for the Royals. Takes one high. The count of ball and no strikes. Luke Finn has thrown well in relief. Ensrud stands ready. Look in by Finn. 1-0 pitch. Pitch misses away, and the count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball. Second look in that time by Finn. He wanted that one. Finn has struck out 2. Hit a batter. A set by Finn. And the 2-0 to Ensrud. Takes that one for a strike. And the count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Be interesting to talk. We won't have a chance to talk with Nick Chine after the game, but you look back when you saw Carinta kind of giving up a lot of crisp shots off the bat, and they might have wanted to make that pitching change sooner. Here's another one that jumps off the bat by Ensrud way down the line in the corner, and that one falls fair in the left field corner. And what a day Ensrud's having at the plate. He'll move on to second base with a stand-up double. American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency brings you the replays. Here's another ball that just jumps off the bat for Keegan Ensrud. What a day he's had. He absolutely destroyed that pitch, and it moves all the way down the corner and falls in fair territory, and one hops off the fence. That's the 3rd hit today for Keegan Ensrud out of the number 8 spot. Runner on second base, 1 out, and Max Grafenauer, the designated hitter, will come to the plate for the Royals. Takes a fastball high. And the count is a ball and no strikes. Grafenauer has walked, popped out to the shortstop, and reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2 this afternoon. A set by Finn. A look back at second. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul off the end of the bat. Back behind us. Count levels. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, if Grafenauer could reach safely, put the tying run on, bring the top of the order up, there's a chance there for the Royals. Here's a swing by Grafenauer. He'll lift one in the air to shallow left field. Tracing on is Trey Hussar. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Grafenauer flies out to left. 2 down. It's up to Gabe Tandy. But the Royals do their job. You know, that hit by Keegan Ensrud, it does a couple of things. It doesn't just put a runner on here. It also gives the Royals a chance to turn their lineup over and get Gabe Tandy back to the plate in the top of their order. Back to the plate here in the 7th. Look back by Finn, pitch in the way. Tandy swings and drives one foul to the left. And the count is no balls and a strike on Gabe Tandy. Tandy, a double and a walk today. He's 1 for 3. Scored a run back in the 1st inning. Walked to start the game. Down a strike. Finn takes a look in, sets at the chest. The 0-1 to Tandy, swinging a foul. And now the Patriots a strike away from a big come-from-behind victory. They come up the road, fall behind 6-0, have the presence of mind to stay in it. Couple of big innings. Gives them what they need, a set. A look back at second base. The 0-2 to Tandy, swing and a miss, got him on strikes, and West Fargo completes the comeback. 3rd strikeout today for Luke Finn. The Royals will strand a runner out on second base, and that will be the ball game here this afternoon for game 1 of the doubleheader. For the Royals in the 7th, no runs on a hit, they'll leave one. Your final score on the All True scoreboard today will be the Royals, or rather the Packers. Let's try that again. How about the Patriots 8 and the Royals 6? We'll come back with our post-game report, try to take a look at a few highlights from this one here today, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
We welcome you to our post-game report here this afternoon. Let's get that score corrected for you here before we move on. Our post-game report brought to you today by Spray Advantage. Everything you need for spraying an application on your farm and Lake Region State College. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Again, your final score in this matchup this afternoon will be the Grand Forks Royals falling to the West Fargo Patriots by a score of 8-6. The Patriots will now move to a record of 5-2 as far as the league standings are concerned today. And the Royals will fall to 2-9. Our post-game report brought to you by Spring Advantage. Everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. The difference between Spring Advantage and their competitors is that Spring Advantage has what you're looking for in stock. Tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, and seed tenders. And, of course, 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spring Advantage. Make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come. And our post-game report is also brought to you today in part by Lake Region State College in Devils Lake. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Whether it's precision agriculture, law enforcement, or nursing, Lake Region State College has what you're looking for to try to supercharge your career and get you earning in a hurry. You can take the 2-year route and get out there and be an earner right away, or you can settle in and you can go for your 4-year degree in take your credits with you anywhere in the North Dakota University system. Lake Region State College will give you the opportunity to visit a few different campuses because they've got it on your schedule as well. Lake Region State College has campuses in Grand Forks at the Air Force Base, along with their main campus, which is in Devils Lake. And of course, you can also find them online at lrsc.edu. That's lrsc.edu at Lake Region State College. Going to take a look at some of the highlights that we have in this one today. But the summary of the game, Grand Forks ends up scoring the first 8 runs in this matchup, or rather the first 6 runs in this matchup today. But they can't get any further offense in the long run. Some defensive breakdowns throughout the course of the day really struggled to keep them in the running to try to get something done as far as a big day here today. They had an opportunity to grab this win, and of the 8 runs that were scored here today, you're going to see very likely, I would say, 4 of them that were directly attributable to some mistakes. A couple of those are going to be errors in the scorebook. A couple of others just mistakenly played balls and that type of thing that are real struggles here today for Grand Forks to try to overcome. And this is going to be a tough loss for them to take when you consider that this is one you feel like you could have had against a team that's in the front runner in the top 3 inside the statewide conference. And Grand Forks, despite the first 6 runs of the game, just couldn't get it done today. Let's take a look at some of the plays that we have for you today with our Plays of the Game. They're brought to you by Proceed. Need seed? Think Proceed. Proceed.net. Adrian Gonzalez in the bottom of the first inning gets it started. Well-placed ground ball to the right side with the Royals already up by a 2-0 score. That started a big day out of the bottom of the order for a lot of these Royals hitters today. We'll move on later. The lead 6-3. Here's a terrific caught stealing play for the Royals. A delayed double steal, and that play stopped at the plate. Gabe Tandy a good block of the plate to take that one away. Then later with runners on, how about this play by pitcher Corinta and second baseman Chance Colgrove on the 1-4-3 double play. But I'll tell you what, who really deserves a lot of the credit today, Keegan Hensrud, who was down today in that number 8 spot in the order. He ends up going 3 for 3 today and finishes the game with this double in the 7th inning that he drove deep into the left center, actually in the left field corner. Huge game today for Keegan Hensrud out of the number 8 spot in the order. And those are our plays of the game today, brought to you by Proceed. Need seed? Think Proceed. Proceed.net, as Keegan Hensrud had a beautiful day. Drove in a run with a sacrifice fly, 2 singles and a double. He was 3 for 3 today, and a fantastic effort by Keegan out of that number 8 spot today. But West Fargo ends up winning it by a final score of 8-6. Your post-game totals look like this today. For the Patriots, 8 runs on 10 hits. They will commit 1 error and strand 8 runners today. And the win is going to go to Luke Finn, who comes on and pitches the final 4 innings of relief work. And Finn will not give up a run. He will surrender just 3 hits, strikes out 3, and hit a batter. Did not walk anybody today. For the Royals, 6 runs today on 10 hits. They commit 4 costly errors, and they will leave 10 on base. And the loss will be taken by Rylan Corinta today, who goes, I believe, 5 innings of work before he will be taken out of the lineup. I don't know that he got credit for an out when he was taken out. That is correct. 5 innings of work. He will end up giving up 8 runs, 6 of which are going to be considered earned runs today, on 8 base hits. And he will end up walking 3, walking 1, and striking out 1. So the loss to Corinta, the win to Finn, 8 runs on 10 hits, an error, 8 left for West Fargo, 6 runs, 10 hits, 4 errors, and 10 left for Grand Forks. And your final score this afternoon will be West Fargo 8 and Grand Forks 4. The game will end up playing out at 1 hour and 56 minutes. Began at 4:59, ended at 6:55 Central Time here in Grand Forks, North Dakota at Kraft Field and at Oxford Sports Complex. Again, your final score in Game 1 is West Fargo 8 and Grand Forks 6. Our Player of the Game award and also our finest cover of the game still to come as our post-game report continues, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335. Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund Boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Welcome back to our post-game report this afternoon. Royals baseball on the Rivards Turf and 4-Edge Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and West Fargo wins by a score of 8-6 today. The Royals giving up some runs on some defensive miscues today and will drop to 2-9 in the overall statewide standings. West Fargo going to improve to 5-2, and game number 2 of the doubleheader is on the way. Our post-game report brought to you by Spray Advantage. Everything you need for spraying an application on your farm, and it's brought to you by Lake Region State College in Devils Lake. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Let's take a look at our player awards. First of all, our Player of the Game Award. It's brought to you today by PS Garage Doors, where the PS stands for perfect service. Call 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR for service that you need on your garage door at PS Garage Doors. PS Garage Doors can service any make and model of garage door. And if it's time for a new one, then you need painless shopping, and you can find that at PS Garage Doors as well. Find them in the Industrial Park, 4733 Demers, just on the other side of the I-29 overpass in Grand Forks. And again, 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR today. And our Player of the Game Award, well, just no question about it, Keegan Hensrud today will be our Player of the Game Award winner. What he got done out of the number 8 spot, the order, this is third hit of the day, 2 singles, a double into the left field corner. That's just a fantastic day today for Keegan Hensrud, and Keegan Hensrud will be our Player of the Game Award winner, brought to you by PS Garage Doors today. And our final award is our Finest Auto Trim Finest Cover of the Game. It's brought to you by Finest Auto Trim, where they say big or small, they cover it all. Finest Auto Trim specializes in the recovery of vehicle and marine seats. If you've got a vehicle or a boat that's had seats just beat up, it's time for you to change that. Take it into Finest Auto Trim. Get those seats recovered. They'll save you a lot of money over buying new. And if you're looking to convert the interior of your vehicle to leather, well, they can handle that for you as well, because they'll do that without that expensive kit that you're going to end up buying from the dealership in order to get those seats converted over to the leather interior that you know you love. And Finest Auto Trim can specialty make covers for things that you keep outside. With all this rain recently, I mean, we know what kind of weather we're having. Protect the things that you keep outside with that custom-made cover from Finest Auto Trim. Boy, there's a couple of great opportunities for these this Finest cover today. You take a look, first of all, here as the Royals catch West Fargo on a delayed double steal. This is Gabe Tandy with a superb block at the plate, keeping that inside hand from getting to the plate. But then you also have what I believe is going to be our finest cover. Ryland Corinta snares one, and it's tough to turn this 1-4-3 double play. And really, you got to reward a double play at a game like this. And so, finest cover of the game going to go to Ryland Corinta and Chance Colgrove on a 1-4-3 double play to get them out of an inning when it looked like West Fargo had a chance to do some more damage back in that fourth inning. That'll be our finest cover of the game, brought to you by Finest Auto Trim. And that's going to do it for our coverage of Royals baseball this afternoon. Game number 2 of the doubleheader is back out here at Kraft Field. Come out and see us. And we'll be back at it in a couple of weeks with the Royals, but stay tuned for further broadcast action coming up next week, as well as we keep you covered with some American Legion baseball from the region coming up next week. Want to thank the fine sponsors, including our premier sports partners. They include Grand Trailer Sales, your home for all things trailer, and East Grand Forks, and Rivard's Turf and Forage, a premium seed dealer in Grand Forks. Your final score this afternoon is the Patriots 8 and the Royals 6. This has been our coverage of American Legion baseball on the Rivard's Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.